though?
No. Okay, this kitchen is from the 70s, Lundby, because remember, we want to maintain mid-century, and so we are going to revamp this. Part of mid-century is sustainability and repurpose, so we want to follow that philosophy. I think I'm going to remove the handles and paint them gold. We shall see how they come out. And I may remove the cupboard up here and just leave it open concept. I'm also probably going to sand. I think these are the original color cabinets, and these have been redone, I suspect. If you've ever sanded real cabinets, you know what a real MRFer it is. We're gonna just see what this looks like. I'm going to keep the orange. That's going to be important when we talk about the color orange and the history of that. I'm wondering, I should probably put some tape on that because I do not want to mess up. Okay. I want to talk about mid-century and history and the research I did. I am a learner, and so I wanted to look up mid-century, why the philosophy became. I love looking at like the psychology behind it. I was never really a history buff, but now after having a psych background, I think it's important. And so mid-century really emerged after World War II. There was a period of collective trauma, exhaustion, and then rebuilding. Many countries were involved with this. There was years of fear, rationing, loss, and it had really reshaped daily life. So mid-century came at a time when people needed something new and different to represent something new and different. So people were not seeking like excess or grandeur. They were seeking relief. Sound familiar? So mid-century offered really this aesthetic that emphasized lightness, openness, order, purpose. Mid-century wasn't about like decoration, but really about like value. Designers really believed that form should follow the function, materials should be honest, and that spaces should support human well-being, which sounds like a basic human right everybody should have, right? Isn't it interesting how this is feeling very familiar? So furniture was designed to meet the body where it was, not to impose status or intimidation. It was meant to encourage connection without crowding, solitude without isolation. It reflected a cultural shift between empathy, having accessibility, and emotional balance. It prioritized horizontal lines, open plans, and large expanses of glass. They weren't just for aesthetic, they were also psychological. Right, think about that, like openness, transparency. Oh man, I'm gonna need some pliers. Pliers, where are you? There you are, okay. So there was also like a seamless flow between indoor and outdoor to really renew the relationship with nature. Maybe get back to nature, which is so incredibly important. Oh no, I don't want to ruin these. I need to figure out how to get these out. Okay, well, I did get the cabinet off. I do want to take it off, and so I will have to figure out how to get these knobs off. It's almost like they're glued. So maybe some heat, I don't know. Okay, let's continue. So why orange? I'm keeping the orange for sure because after the war, people were ready for color. Orange represents hope. And so I read this article that talked about like colors in the 50s and 60s. And it was the perfect, it like represented the perfect mood, having orange, warmth, joy, for this new era of prosperity after the war. It appeared in kitchens, appliances, as you can see, patterned textiles. It was often paired with buttery yellow, as you can see, and mint green. Also in the 60s was the psychedelic era, which is making its way back. Energy and experimentation, orange turned electric. Let's see, there was pop art, psychedelic fashion. I'm sure you've seen some pretty cool designs. It also symbolized rebellion, freedom, and the joy of self-expression. So I will keep the orange because I really like it, and it reminds us of that time.